Since lockdown, since we came out of lockdown and I came back into clinic and just had a massive influx of mums bringing babies in for help, even after a week, but definitely after a couple of weeks, I saw something really interesting developing in what was going on with the babies. So whether this makes sense to you or not, and I think the point of this video is to get across to you that maybe you're not alone in this with these babies. Now, you probably feel very alone because I know that you're not getting much help at the moment. After the lockdown, the midwives, health visitors aren't particularly coming out. I know it's really tough. So I've been seeing these lockdown babies, and I call them shockdown babies. I think you'll get what I mean, and if you've got one of these shockdown babies, I think you'll understand it. The babies are super ratty. Now, I know that a colicky baby is ratty, but with a colicky baby, you're getting a windy baby, you know, kicking, all this. And then you get a ratty baby, which is on edge, wired, buzzy. It's like they've had too many espressos, like we would feel if we've had an espresso. You know, you lay in bed and you're like, I want to sleep, but I can't. I'm just buzzy, okay? This, as a side, is very similar to a planned C-section baby. So if you had a planned C-section baby, this might sound a bit like them as well. So these babies have been in lockdown. Now, I can't stress this enough to use the word I'm about to use, which is that the baby, when they are born, feels the same as you do when you gave birth to the baby. I've seen this time and time again. It becomes so clear when you see thousands of babies like I do, or have done. So if you are really super stressed at time of the delivery, your baby is as well. They're sharing the blood, your blood, so that sort of stress can go through in the blood system, but they just pick up on it. And I think we'll do a video on feelings, on picking up on feelings as well. So if your delivery was stressy, and loads of the mums had stressy deliveries in lockdown. So I've had mums who got driven by their husband to the hospital. They got out in labour, they went in, they had their baby, and then their husband picked them up the next day. They were totally by themselves, no one came in. You know, that was kind of in the height of lockdown. But you may have similar stories to that, where you were quite by yourself, quite alone going into that delivery, where really you wanted some support, and if things didn't go so well, then you were going into that by yourself, and I'm sure that was not very nice and quite stressful for you, and then you end up with this shockdown baby, this lockdown baby that is ratty, that is stressy, that needs to be, this is the key that loads of mums have been coming in saying, that has to be held all the time. So I was seeing mums who were coming in that first or second week where their baby had been, say, born a month before. They had been holding their baby for a month. Like, it's so hard. They've been holding him all day, and they'd held him all night as well. The baby did not want to let go of the mum. So you may have been told that's normal fourth trimester type stuff. Well, yes, I get the fourth trimester, and yes, obviously the baby likes that, but this is fourth trimester times 10, these babies coming out. They came out in a stressful situation, and they want to be cut. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they want to be cuddled by you and your partner all the time? Of course, they're going to want to do that. This is the other thing. They had no one else to cuddle because we were all in lockdown. You're not allowed to see anyone else. So you were the only person they could turn to. You could not give them and get a break and give them to some family or friends like you normally would and say, you know, can you have them for an hour? I'm going to go off for a sleep or something like that. So you haven't had any of that. So then you're getting really clingy babies because they only know you, and they haven't been passed around and they haven't been out. So now when we're out, and that can happen, you give them to someone else and they can't stand it. They're crying, they want you, and it's you, which is a lovely thing because they're asking for you, the mum. And then you've been told that's fine, you're their mum, they want you. But at the same time you're going, this is crazy, this is so hard, I'm not sleeping, I cannot hold my baby all day and all night. I've got to shower, go to the loo. Simple basics like that. So it becomes very, very tough for you. So does this ring any bells to you? Have you got this kind of Shockdown baby? So the point of the video is that I've seen this with virtually all babies. So can it kind of make you feel like, okay, this is happening, this is pretty normal with my baby, this isn't my fault, I haven't done anything wrong, I'm just, you know, it's just this situation that has done that. So some tips that you can do. And in lockdown, when I was doing these videos, I had to quickly research and try and find things to help these mums, because I couldn't get the physical touch on these babies to help them. So cranial osteopathy, cranial sacral therapy, baby massage, lovely things to know or see to help your baby. So there's something called C tactile efferent fibres, and they're fibres in hair on us. So in places on the body where we have hair, okay, so it's basically not palms, these particular fibres are like hardwired into our brain to calm us. Okay, so it's pretty amazing. They actually change and light up the brain. So it's stroking. Now, I know that you might pat your baby, pat their back or anything, but I really got into the research on this, on how to calm your baby at home, and this will help a bit if your baby is jumping like this. It's soft, slow stroking on somewhere where your baby would have hair. So their head, even down their back. Okay. That is hardwired into the brain to make them happy and calm down. Like we see when like a cat has its litter of kittens and then they're licking the back of the neck or something. That is like mummy's here, mummy's calming. So soft, slow stroking, skin to skin. You calm down, you deep breathe, because your baby matches your stress levels. So the deep breathing, calming down, passing that calming onto your baby, and this slow stroking. So I know that's so tough if your baby's kicking off, but give it a go, stay calm, do it when they're happy, do it in between when you can do it, and then you're influencing your baby to calm them down. So a bit of a tip there on how you might be able to help them, but otherwise just feel, I don't know, more confident, more relaxed that you're not alone in this situation. Loads and loads of babies have come out really stressed through the lockdown. And thanks so much Parent Channel for letting me do these videos, and have a look at all my stuff on calmingcolic.com, Instagram, YouTube, loads more videos and things. So I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.